Anderson shelter bunks. Okay, I'm going to do this video just to replace the other one that I put on YouTube for all you people out there that have got Anderson shelters. This is an original Anderson shelter bunk which come out of an Anderson shelter. I'll show you the size of it. The original one is 1 3/4 inch. Jake, just lift that up for me, darling. That's it, good boy. By 2 inches. Now it's got mesh, weld mesh on it, which is 3 inches by 6 inches. Now when we try and lay on that, because this is so thin here, it starts to bend. It's not a brilliant design because it's quite thin. Now again, this is an original. A couple of these went on eBay the other week, 2 originals the same as that, for £367. So they're quite rare and they're quite sought after. This one's got slight damage. See that bit there? There's 4 inches sticking out, or here it's been cut off. Look, there's about 2.5 inches cut off. Anyway, we've done our bunks. I'll show you what we've done. Okay, we've got all the bunks complete. We've got 2 child bunks, one up there, one down there, and 4 adult bunks, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've had weld mesh made, which is 6 inches by 3 inches, which is exactly the same as the original. You can't buy 6 inch by 3 inch weld mesh. I had to have that specially made. The wood I've gone for come out of a 1930s loft, so it's the same sort of age wood. If you was in the war and you found a bombed out building and you wanted to make your bunks, you'd probably find them in a loft before they were issued later in the war, already made up, which is the one I've just showed you. Originally, I believe the government just issued these bits of mesh and told you to make your own frames. Well, we've gone by 2 by 4, 2 by 4 inches, which is solid as a rock. I'll show you how easy they are. Whoops, there's a tape measure. I'll show you how easy they are to get into. Just, Jake, can you get into the shelter for me? Let me lift you up. Hup. Get your legs in. Okay, alright. Now, what I want you to do is get into that bunk and mind your head, climb in. That's it, get your head under there. Now that bunk that he's getting on there is slightly bigger than this top bunk, which would have been for a slightly smaller child. Let's show you how we constructed these. He fits on there perfectly. We've got a little cut 2x4 held on like that. Same goes there. All cut in. These are solid as a rock. The metal's bent over and banged in about 2 inches. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. And then there's a hole in the angle iron with a washer, just show you that, upwards, screwed up, which holds the bunks in place. The ones on the bottom are resting on the angle iron at the back, which is all original, and they're about 1 inch off the floor so the water doesn't go into the wood. So you've got your adult there with his feet under there, feet under there, feet under there, feet under there, and the head would be back here. So you can get 4 adults in here and 2 children. Now, what I'm going to show you now, how comfortable is that? Okay? Yeah? Well, obviously we're going to get some blankets and we're going to do it all properly. Just get right, just get some shots from here just so you can see the size of it. Obviously our shelter isn't buried because we don't want it to start rusting again, because it's complete. Look at my other YouTube videos. The construction of this shelter is explained in the other videos. Now if you get this mesh with the bits pointing upwards, you turn them upside down so that the the point is sticking upwards, and you mark off on the wood where the bend is, drill a hole, turn it up the other way, and can bang the pins from this straight into the hole you've drilled, and then they go in, and they're not going anywhere, they're rock solid. So as soon as we make the bed with some period blankets and a couple of pillows, I'll do another film. So that is how the shelter beds have come out. They've come out fantastic.